Well, hello again, Dana. It's good to see you again.
Hi, Tom.
We are now on our third of six chapters in this latest round of research, which is exciting. We are focusing on the primary bedroom category this time. And
Hmm.
again, for readers or viewers that had not seen the others, this is a deep dive into the category on specifically zeroing in on the importance that consumers place on the bedroom category, what type of pieces they're looking to purchase, how much they're looking to spend, how they're looking to finance it,
Hmm.
and just what sort of overall qualities they're looking for. Now, this category is no surprises here, Dana, as I'm sure that you saw, was a little further down than our last category of living room. I think it was number 6 on our list with
Yes.
22%. Yes. And I believe that, did this rank fairly similar to previous bedroom
Yeah.
reports?
Yeah, I look back at the spring 24 data
Mhm.
and the percentage of households who were planning to purchase primary bedrooms stayed the same. So in the spring, it was 22%, but the
Okay.
rank was a little bit lower, actually. So there were other
Oh,
items ahead of primary bedroom. So that six slot is a little bit higher than last time. It is
okay.
consistent, though, that it's the younger shoppers who are planning to buy as they set up their households, right? Younger millennials and Gen Z, they plan to buy at the highest rates.
Yes, yes. So those are those consumers from 18 on up to their, I think their mid or their early
Yeah,
30s.
correct.
Interesting. I think there's the fact that bedroom ranks a little higher is sort of a surprise because it is
Hmm.
definitely not the area of the room that's seen by, guests that are coming to visit unless you're showing them the house for the first time. It is good to see it ranking a little bit higher.
Yeah, I agree.
And the fact that young people are gravitating towards it too is kind of an interesting dynamic. And I believe that one new, correct me if I'm wrong on this, Dana, but many consumers, as your research showed, warranty. Has this turned up in the research before?
Yeah, the warranty, 68%. So, about two out of three said that the
Yep.
warranty was important to them as far as their considerations for purchasing the primary bedroom furniture. It's important to note, though, that only half say they will pay more for the warranty, but it's still important.
Ah,
I look back, so the 5 to 9 years is the average life expectancy of a new bed and
mhm.
headboard. And, we know too that younger buyers who are more likely to be shopping for this, they're a little bit more price driven. So I think a warranty is important if they're not going to be spending, lots of money on it. I think they want that warranty as, as a guarantee or a better guarantee that they're getting, yeah, a better product.
Yes, I think that makes total sense. So they're pretty savvy then. They realize that while, they're spending a certain amount, so there could be issues down the road relating to quality or construction, even perhaps with the finish. So that's a very interesting, savvy consumer right there. And the other elements being that younger consumers, Gen Z and the millennials, are such an important part of the buying mix. Other factors that I noticed here: beds with lighting, speakers, storage, phone charging capabilities, all functional things that maybe some of our suppliers in the industry maybe need to make note of.
Yeah, for sure. I think of those as kind of plus one features, right? Because it's something extra. But the important part is it is the younger shopper who's more likely to be in the market for this product. That's who wants it. But it's not only the younger, it's also the higher incomes. So it's that blend of the folks who have more
Mhm.
income want these features. So it's important to offer.
And tying in with that theme of kind of trading up to those type of features, sustainability story
Mhm.
and a domestic made story also were higher on the list. And it seemed like too a fairly higher number. And I think it's interesting that you mentioned the higher income levels. It would appear to me that a fairly higher number, or high number in some cases, are willing to spend more for these features. Not everybody, perhaps, but did that show up in the pricing or the how much people are willing to spend for a bedroom with the price points any, do you think?
No, I don't think so. We asked this time for the first time how much they plan to spend on each individual item. So the
Yes.
headboard, the dresser, the chest. So that is new data. So I don't have
Yes.
any benchmarks to kind of help you there as far as if it's increased or not. The total category, the spending is very consistent over the last few years. But I encourage folks to look at the report at the individual pieces, the price points for that.
Well, that's a great idea. And I'm really glad that you were able to ask those questions first off and be able to collect that type of data because I think it helps the industry learn, are they priced within consumer expectations?
Right.
For some of those items, whether it's a bed, a dresser, a chest. And here's another thing that was struck me. A fairly high percentage of consumers want to purchase the bed, dresser, nightstand, and the mirror too showed up in this data. Did that come as a surprise to you at all?
Yeah, well, I think when you couple that with the insight that younger folks are the ones in the market, right? They just have a greater need for all of the pieces. So I think when you tie those two data points together, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's a great insight and really, really helpful, I believe, to the industry to know that, okay, people are going to be buying the entire set, perhaps, or at
Right.
least three or four pieces even. Also seem that some of the consumers are looking to mix and match as well. And that seemed to trend a little bit towards the younger consumer, which seems to me
Yeah.
to present a challenge to the industry. We know that people are selling pieces individually. What was your take on that?
Yeah, we asked the question, did they prefer to buy for the primary bedroom furniture, the mix and match, or a coordinated group? And it was pretty even. So 43% said they wanted to mix and match, 39 wanted to buy a coordinated group, and then 11% were not sure. But when you dive into why, so on the mix and match, some folks said, right, they already owned a piece. It's kind of a practical reason. They already had something, a dresser, for example. There also were the cost implications. They only have so much to spend, so they know they might only be able to buy one of the pieces now. And then there was more of a kind of a creativity, customization aspect of it. Some people like kind of the more eclectic look and design, right? And then for those that prefer the coordinated group, it was mostly about the aesthetics. They like everything to be cohesive and look like it's, well put together and meaningful. And then some said it was just easier to update everything at once.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. So I think the message for retailers is that, and wholesalers too, they sort of need to, for their customer base, the retailer or the designer, they need to be somewhat flexible
Definitely.
in their approach to how they sell this because not everybody needs what they might think or what they advertise in their flyer or online or on social media. If they can give the consumer some flexibility there, understand that the consumer has certain needs that they may not just be cookie cutter, in other words.
Right. Absolutely.
Excellent. And kind of finishing up here, again, most consumers appear to want to buy this category in store. I think it was 60% for the primary bedroom. Did that change any from your recollection?
Yeah. So it was 62% this time in store,
Okay.
38% online. Last spring, it was 67% in store and 33% online. So the share of in store plan to buy has decreased a little bit this year. I'm not sure why. So that's something kind of to follow. And of course, that's if shoppers follow through with their plans. But the in store is still the majority of purchases.
Yeah. It's interesting that that's shifted because I think maybe consumers are perceiving that there's more to choose from online. But that also presents an opportunity for the dealer to kind of show it in the store, show it on the floor, let them see the wood grain, the finish, the materials, the innovative features up close.
Definitely.
But give them the opportunity. Look, we've got an e-commerce site. We want to sell you this bedroom. So just again, it seems like flexibility is a key.
Absolutely. I think in store, the advantage is really the quality issue, right? Show that craftsmanship, show that it's real wood, kind of prove the durability and the aesthetic factors of it. So that's the advantage to in store.
Excellent. Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground here again on this third iteration of Consumer Insights Now, the primary bedroom. Thank you again, Dana, and thank you again to our readers and viewers for catching this segment. We hope it ends up being very useful for you and your businesses.
Absolutely.
Okay.
See you next
Yeah.
time.
Thanks again, Dana.